Oh, I'm live. Hi, everybody. Today is not Monday. It is not Monday. It is Sunday. It is Sunday nhưng Lina vẫn là go live. I'll tell you why in just a moment. Finishing up some business right here. All done. All done. Rồi. Thường á, là tối thứ hai. Nhưng mà tại vì ngày mai Lina bận. So instead of not doing it, I am going to go live. So instead of skipping tomorrow, I'm going to go live today. So I know people are not used to seeing me on Sunday. So I hope you're having a good weekend. We're going to learn a little bit about finances. Hello, my buddy. Great to see you in Vegas. We had a great weekend in Vegas. Was it just last week? Was it last weekend? Was it? No. You know what? When you get old, all of your time it was 2 weekends ago. When you get old, time goes by so fast. Hello, Liam? I'm not even sure what your name is. Okay, so we're going to wait until people get on because they're not used to seeing me on Sunday. If you're watching from the United States, let me see a 1. If you're watching from Vietnam, well, good morning, Vietnam. It is Monday morning in Vietnam. Hello, Nathaniel. Good to see you. And yeah, Lina khỏe. Lina rất là khỏe luôn. And who is this? Hi. Hi. Hello, hi. Okay. So I don't see any numbers yet. Tại sao vậy? 1 if you're from the United States, 2 if you're from Vietnam. Okay, here we go. Andre. 3 if you're in Canada, 4 if you're in Australia. You know the drill. Okay, here we go. Okay. Như vậy là lots of 1s. Nathaniel, of course, is in the United States of America. And we got someone watching from Arizona. Oh, and from Saigon. Saigon. Oh, and number 4, La Úc, huh? Really? We have someone from Australia today. Hello, everybody. Here you go. See? Now the party's starting. We got someone from Toronto. We got Alyssa. Đây ai? Minh Việt Chu. Okay. Sometimes no dấu, sometimes half dấu. Nhưng that means like sometimes có chữ có dấu, có chữ không có. I think I was from Texas. Got Texas in the house. Okay, Joy, let me get rid of this music for a second. Let's just, it's called daydreaming. Down, music down, music down, music down. It is hot in California. We normally don't have it this hot. So when it gets this hot, we get very uncomfortable. Yep. I pay too much in taxes for it to be this hot in California. I don't know what's going on. Okay, there goes the music. So thank you for joining me today. The reason I am joining you Sunday instead of Monday for my Monday night live stream is I'm going to be busy tomorrow. Someone is watching from Osaka. Is it morning over there? Ohayo gozaimasu. Okay, desu ka? Okay, and from California. Oh, Nikki Nofi. Nikki was confused. By the way, if you guys did not see, please go on my Facebook to see some pictures from Vegas, from our leaders convention a couple of weeks ago. Already, the people who are on my team are doing so well, and I'm so proud of them. They work very, very hard. Starting from zero knowledge, and just willing to learn, and just incredible. And Nikki is one of them. She's one of our rising stars. So everything is going awesome. Okay, so tonight's live stream is about financial freedom. Okay, hello, Sandy. There are some statistics that are awful. And like I recognize some of these names, and of course I know some of these ladies on here are like on the right track. Love it. But not everyone is. And it's really it's bad. It's awful. Our social security system is broken, you guys. It's not good. If you think that your retirement income It's just going to come from Social Security? I hope you plan on going on a very long diet. Okay? It's not enough nha. Nên cái cái mà để dành tiền nè và làm sao để đầu tư, làm sao mà để sau này khi mà mình về hưu mình có đủ tiền. Oh, most people don't have enough. Most people don't have enough. And I'm talking about people, Americans who've been told they need to save for retirement. Okay, so let's get right to it, shall we? All right. Here's the disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only and is not meant to be taken as specific tax, legal, or investment advice. So really, if you'd like a free consultation, I don't charge people to meet with them and go over their finances. But everyone's situation is different. So don't take any of this information and say, oh, I have to go do this. No, we need to look at your situation. Your family is different. Your needs are different. Your finances are different. Nên no cookie cutter. Quý vị hiểu cái term cookie cutter không? Cookie cutter? Cookie cutter means like a one size fits all. Bây giờ ai tới mình cũng là same thing. Don't do that. Okay? Your retirement, your finances are too important for you to go to any cookie cutter agent or financial advisor who's actually not really advising you. They're just selling you. Hello, Kian. Kian is another one of my agents doing very well. Okay, so everyone's situation is different. Nên nếu mà quý vị mà có những cái câu hỏi, nhu cầu gì đó, please email me so that we actually give you good advice. Okay? Okay, 5 things. So my whole thing is 5 things that you need to do. These are the 5 steps to financial freedom. Okay? It's SPRID. SPRID really is not a word. Savings, protection, retirement, invest, debt. SPRID. So I'm going to go through each and ask yourself, are you doing this step? How well are you doing this step? And from there, you will get an idea of, like, are you on the right track? Okay? Are you doing well? What's retirement looking like? It might look awful. And it might look pretty good. Who knows? We will see. Rồi. 1 is savings. S, savings. When we're talking about savings, we're talking about emergency, right? Emergency savings, your emergency fund. So if you're single, okay, you should have at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Okay, that means like your emergency account. Don't call it a rainy day fund. It is not a rainy day fund. It is an emergency fund. That means something that happens at unexpected that you need money for. If you get sick, if your car blows a tire, if your car breaks down. These are things that we did not expect. So it's an emergency fund. Còn rainy day fund là khác. Rainy day fund là, just keep it there. You might need it down the road. You want to go do something fun. No. It's an emergency fund. Make sure you have enough in your emergency fund. And so if you're single, okay, mình độc thân nè, you just worry about yourself. You just need to, make sure you can pay off the mortgage or the rent. You're probably renting, okay? Rent, all the living expenses. So make sure you're saving enough money to build up that emergency fund. Nên nếu mà mình độc thân, that you need to save 3 to 6 months of living expenses. That's what you should have in your bank. Cash, liquid, yeah? If you're married, okay, or living with someone, if you got a family, if you're taking care of others, that needs to go to 9 to 12 months of living expenses. So what does that mean? If your living expenses are $4,000 a month, okay? Now, it's very simple math, but like these days, you're so dependent on things. So $4,000 a month, you've got to times that by 9. So at least you should have like $36,000 in the bank, emergency money, okay? Unfortunately, a lot of people don't. Okay, a lot of people don't. So first step is savings. You must have money just in case of an emergency. Number 2, protection. This is actually where a lot of people fall short. I don't know why. I don't know why. The more I talk to people, the more I look into it, it's unfortunately, I think that people have had very bad experiences with life insurance, and so they hate it, and then they go out and they tell everyone they know that they hate it, and so their friends hate it. There's no reason to. So this is very, very unfortunate. Okay, so protection means life insurance for the what if. So if you're building your money, you're saving your money, you're making your money, nhưng mà what if? You need to protect yourself and your family. So don't think that, oh, I'm single. I don't have anyone to leave money to. I don't need life insurance. Wrong. Because this ain't your mama's life insurance anymore. Life insurance hiện nay á ha, không phải là phải mất, không phải là phải chết mới có tiền. No. You live living benefits. You use it while you're still living. We don't know what's going to happen. Nên mình đừng có nghĩ là vì mình không có con, không có cháu, mình không có cần life insurance. Hoàn toàn sai luôn nha. Nhưng mà you just have to do it right. That's all. Okay? So, life insurance. But it's very difficult. How much coverage do I need? Cái này rất, rất là quan trọng. No one knows how to figure it out. And actually, you really have to sit down and go through a lot. There's no one size fits all. There's no simple formula to tell you. Okay? But there are a few guidelines that people use. Jenny hỏi sao? Hi Lena, can my mom still buy life insurance? She's 69 years old. Trời ơi, 69 còn trẻ lắm mà em. She could be in her late 70s and we could still help her. So email me. Yes, she can. Okay? All right. So let's go back. Let's see. Protection. How much coverage do I need? Now, this is where if you don't know how to do it yourself, you need a good agent who will sit down and explain it to you and go through your expenses and go through your needs and figure this out. But here are a couple of ways that people try to figure this out. One way they say is to multiply your income by 10. Multiply your income by 10. So, I mean, that sounds pretty simple, and it is. So when it's that simple, it's probably not very accurate, but it's a starting point. So what are you making right now? Multiply that by 10. Okay, that's a good starting point. And then some people go one step further and they say, multiply your income by 10 and then add $100,000 per child for education. Okay, như vậy là cái tiền lương của mình nhân 10. Rồi nếu mà mình có con sau này nó cần đi học đại học đó, mình phải cộng thêm 100.000 mỗi đứa. Okay? The problem with this, I think, is you might be overinsured because this doesn't take into consideration what you have. It was what you need, nhưng mà it doesn't take into consideration the money that you have, the investments you may already have. So, but again, good starting point, right? Okay, so another method people use is called the DIME method. DIME method. D stands for debt. How much do you owe? So you sit down, mình đang nợ gì? Okay? Credit card debt, student loan debt, car payments, whatever. How much debt do you owe? Okay, so write that down. And then I is for income. Multiply your income by the number of years you want to provide that income replacement for your family. Okay, so this is a different approach. Như vậy là cái income mà mình muốn người nhà mình sẽ tiếp tục có đó. So do you want your family to continue to get $100,000 a year for how many years? So sometimes people say, oh, okay, so my kid, I want to at least provide this until they're 18. Okay? Nhưng mà thực sự, and especially for Asians, we're still caring for our kids well past that time, right? They could be 24 you're still providing for them. Okay, so that is another thing to take into consideration. Okay, M is for mortgage. Okay, so then now you have to add your mortgage to the total. Okay, so now it's starting to rack up money that I owe, the income that I want to provide, times the number of years I have to provide it, and then mortgage total. What do you owe? Your balance, mortgage balance, yeah? And then E is for education, enough to cover your children's educational costs. As you know, if they're going to a private school, it's going to cost more. And it's not just how much tuition is. You're also thinking about room and board. Are they going to need help with a place to live? How about books, other materials? How about their car? How about their car insurance? So just take into consideration everything and not just what tuition might be. So that's another method people can use to determine how much insurance do we have or do we need, how much coverage. Okay? Nhưng mà again, all of these don't really take into consideration the money you already have. So if you have nothing, then this is okay. Nhưng mà if you already have money, you need to know how to figure it out. Okay? Bây giờ á, nếu mà quý vị có tiền, okay? And depending on where that money is, if it's in the bank, I'm sorry. If it's just in the bank, chia buồn nếu mà cái tiền mình nó chỉ là trong nhà băng thôi đó. Awful. But if you have investments, if you have it in real estate, if you have money in the stock market, so depending on where your money is, you have to know how to figure how much are you expecting it to go up? Is it going to double every 8 years? Phải không? Hoặc là more, hoặc là way less. Okay? All right. The next thing is retirement. A lot of people failed this step. It is awful. Now, I have had the pleasure of speaking with clients' children. Love it. They're like in their 20s. They're already talking to me about their future. They're already talking to me about retirement. It's wonderful that sau này, trời ơi, sau này mấy đứa này they're going to have a lot of money. It's going to be tax-free. They're going to love it. I'm going to be long gone. But right now, I'm going to feel good that I helped them because later down the road, okay. So, but unfortunately, the statistics are not good, y'all. According to the Federal Reserve, this came out about a week ago. According to the Federal Reserve, 1 in 4 Americans have no retirement savings. None. This is shocking. But can you believe it? It's true. 1 in how many? Oh, get back. 4? Yikes. Okay, so it's like 25% of Americans. No retirement savings. And according to the Census Bureau, women are more likely to have no retirement savings. So when you're comparing men and women fall short. And I don't have any statistics to say this next part. I'm going to say it anyway. Listen up. I think the numbers are worse for women who, like, English is not their first language. Women in minority groups, it's worse. So women are more likely to not have any retirement savings. Okay. A few reasons for this, but one of the reasons is what? Is they're the ones staying home, taking care of the family and the kids. They are not earning the money where, there's a 401k plan? Yeah, I'll put my money in there. They don't have that. They are doing the job that's kind of like no paycheck, but man, they're valuable. Without them, the family cannot survive, but they don't have a retirement savings. And so, like housewives, and then something awful happens like divorce, or their husband dies, Or the husband becomes disabled and cannot work, like sick. And then guess what? Then they find out, oh my gosh, I know nothing about finances. I know nothing about where our money is, how it's being invested, what happens if the spouse dies, how do I take care of my children in the future? What do I do if there's no more income? This is a big, big problem. Nên Lina nói chuyện với my majority of my clients are female. And I love it. I love it là tại vì hồi trước giờ người ta chưa có nghĩ đến việc hưu trí. Họ chỉ biết là lo trong nhà thôi, right? Lo chồng, lo con, lo nhà cửa. They did not think about retirement. All they're thinking about is, how do I keep my family going? How do I make a better future for my kids? And they forgot themselves. And so if you love your children, take care of yourself. If you love your kids, take care of yourself. Okay? So cái này nhất là trong cộng đồng người Việt mình á, very important nè. Okay? Nhất là phụ nữ, no retirement savings. And Social Security was never meant to be the sole source of retirement income. Okay. There's something about a lot of communities, they think Social Security is your retirement income. That's all you're counting on. You think that's enough. It's not. It is not enough. Okay? If you are depending on Social Security alone, you're probably in trouble. In fact, if you think your Social Security and then your 401k alone is enough, chances are it's not. Okay? I do have a few clients who have a lot in their 401k, a lot in an IRA. And most people are not that lucky. But guess what? They have another problem. And for the people who don't have money, they say, oh, I'll switch places. That's a good problem to have. The problem is they are leaving behind a huge tax burden to their family. Okay? No one told them. Okay. A lot of Vietnamese came to this country, started working, saving. When the 401k came along, they said, hey, yeah, I'm going to save. What? Max it out. No one told them what was going to happen down the road. No one told them about RMDs. No one told them. I can't believe I still have clients who tell me, oh, no. After 59 and a half, mình mà lấy tiền sau 59 tuổi rưỡi là no tax. Wrong. And so I said, well, who told you that? And they say, thì nghe người ta nói. Who is người ta? Well, you mean your friends who are wrong? Do not take financial advice, information from friends who aren't where you want to be, right? It's wrong. And so part of my business is helping people who deferred a bunch of tax. Sau này bây giờ lớn tuổi rồi, mà cái tax của họ một năm, oh my gosh. Well, I'm lucky enough that I have clients who have a lot of money, who are coming to me and saying, okay, I need help because my RMDs are going to be bad. Like I'm talking to clients who RMDs are over 300,000. They didn't make that when they were working. Okay, cái tiền lương khi họ đi làm không có được như vậy. Nhưng mà sau này về hưu rồi, cái tiền lương chính phủ bắt mình lấy ra được chừng đó đó. Can you imagine? So they're going to owe a lot of tax. So then what do? Right? You've got to put a plan in place. Rồi. So anyway, that's my whole thing about Social Security. I'm sorry, it sucks. Social Security is not and should not be considered your sole source of retirement income. Because again, if that's the case, I hope you're okay skipping meals. I hope you're okay not living in the nice house that you're used to living. I hope you're okay with all that because it's not enough. Okay. And let's hope you don't get sick, because if you get sick, now you're in bigger trouble. Okay, the next step is invest. Okay? I mean, it sounds simple. Okay. Bây giờ mình nghe cái này, đầu tư. Sounds so simple. Of course you have to đầu tư. Oh, Most people don't know how, where, why, what. They don't know. Nên khi mà họ không biết là họ không làm. So what do? Thì trước giờ cứ nghe là 401k thôi cứ cứ bỏ nó vào đó, cứ tống nó vào đó as much as possible. Sau này mới gặp problem nào. So this is what I think about investing. Earned income alone is not enough. Earned income is what? Is your paycheck. Như vậy là earned. Mình phải work mới được cái tiền đó. You have to earn it. You got to work for it. You got to show up or do whatever you do. That's called earned income, whether it's 1099 or W2. Như vậy là mình phải đi làm mới được cái tiền đó. Nó kêu là earned income. And if you think that's enough, I don't care how much money you make. It is not. It is not enough. Okay? So your money's got to be working for you. That means you got to invest it somewhere else. Got to grow it. Make money while you sleep. That's the best. Secondly, you got to diversify how you're making your money and how it's being taxed. How you're making money and how it's being taxed. Diversification is not just, oh, I'm going to buy stocks in these companies and stocks in these companies. Wrong. That's not diversification. It's diversification in different types of investment, but also the tax treatment for those investments. Okay? Are you going to be taxed on it? Is it going to be taxed as ordinary income? Is it going to be capital gains? Is it deferred? Is it tax-free? Okay. You have to know these things, and it's got to be diverse. All right. Invest in yourself. You are your best asset. What does this mean? This means when we are talking about investing, we're not just talking about invest your money in something, leave it there, hope it grows. We're talking about investing in yourself. What that might mean is learn new skills. If you are at all unhappy where you are right now, what you're doing right now, learn something else. Do something else. Give yourself other options. The more you put in yourself, into yourself, learning new things, okay, opening other doors, other opportunities, the more potential you have for earning money. Okay? You can't just be stagnant at a job, just making whatever an hour income. You really want to grow? You've got to grow so that your potential for income can also grow. So invest in yourself. Make yourself more valuable. Okay? Make yourself more valuable. The last thing is debt. Debt. One, you need to learn that not all debt is equal. So if you owe $500,000, wow, if you owe $500,000 in credit card, I'm sorry, I don't think I can help. But $500,000 of debt on credit card is not the same as $500,000 of debt in a mortgage. Okay, so like student loan, mortgage versus credit card. There's all different types of debt. Learn that they're not all equal. Okay? You got to prioritize paying the highest interest rate debts first. So like anything above, I'd say 7-8%. Okay, that's getting up there. But come on. Some of you are carrying credit card debt and you're paying 20-something percent. That's awful. So make sure that those get paid first. Like if you don't make enough money to pay all of your minimum payments, make sure that the high interest ones, they're going to get paid. Now, some people do it this way. Some people say, I want to feel like I'm accomplishing something. So all the small ones, the small balances, I'm just going to pay them off right away. Okay? Wrong, because the big ones are the ones that are difficult. The big ones are the ones you're probably paying 17%, 18%, 20, 22, 24% interest. Crazy. So you think you've cleared out one debt, nhưng mà you did not think that you are now paying more interest on the other one. So what does that mean? That means you thought you made progress. You did not. You are paying more interest, paying it instead of making it. Okay. Here's the other thing. Oh, this mistake is made over and over again. Do not wait to pay off all your debt before you invest. Okay, how many people have thought this? Tôi đợi khi nào tôi pay off cái nhà, khi đó mới nghĩ về đầu tư. Oh, I'm going to pay off all my credit card debt before I invest anything. That's wrong. Because why? Because you are giving up one of like the most valuable commodities we have, and that is time. So you should be investing, because when you invest, you're making money. If you wait until you pay off all of your debt before you even start investing, you've lost so much time and compounded interest. Now you're actually deeper in the hole. Okay. So do not make the mistake of waiting until you've paid off all your debt to even start trying to make money. Okay. Obviously, this requires sitting down and putting a plan together. What debts will I pay off first? What debts need to be absolutely paid off? And how can I start investing now while I'm still paying off this debt? Should I? Yeah, you should. Yes, you should. Okay, so remember, savings, protection, retirement, invest, debt, spread. Have an emergency savings. Have life insurance. That is your protection. God bless you if you live a long life. It's going to be great. But if anything should happen to you, what happens to your family? You need something for the what if. And the good thing about life insurance is, well, especially if it's permanent life insurance, there will be a payout. Okay? You're not gonna lose all your money if you don't die. But here's the other thing. Everyone dies. Okay? So today, there are all sorts of products where, one, you don't have to die. Two, you use that money while you're still alive. Three, that provides you money, especially if you don't have like long-term care money anywhere else. Okay? These are a lot of what ifs that you don't know about. Therefore, you need protection while you're building that wealth, while you're making that money. What if? You must have protection. Okay? It is irresponsible not to. You got to think of retirement. Okay? Yeah, 30-something. Of course, think of retirement now. If you're 50-something and have not even looked at your retirement or thought about it, shame on you, but guess what? Not too late. Do it now. Do it now. Do not think, oh, it's too late. I can't do anything. Unless you're dying tomorrow. Okay? Let's do something. You must invest. You cannot depend on Social Security. You cannot depend on your spouse. You just can't. There has to be a plan in place for the family. Okay? And then, of course, the debt. If you'd like a free consultation, people always ask me what I charge for this. I don't. Okay? I sit and I help you figure out, I look at like your income and what it looks like down the road. Do you have enough to retire comfortably? Sometimes people think, oh, I got $300,000 in my 401k. And they think that's enough. And I'm shocked that no one has showed them the math yet. It is not. It is not enough. Okay, I think some people have some questions. So, someone is saying, no tax for Roth, right? But unless you started your Roth when you first started working back in your 20s and you've done great with it, a Roth only lets you put away 7,000 unless you're over 50, then 8,000 a year. So let's think about that for a second. $8,000 a year and you're now 50 something and you want to retire in less than 10 years? Not enough. No. So we're going to talk about Roth conversion. Very good. Glad you brought it up. Do gradual Roth conversion so you don't have big tax. Exactly. Newman, guess what? A lot of people haven't done that. They haven't thought about that. I have clients who have millions and millions of dollars sitting in a tax deferred account right now. And guess what? They're going to be hit with an RMDs like a tsunami coming toward them. So what do? Plan in place. You've got to start doing something now. Now, if someone would have told them, and by the way, for anyone who has a 401k plan at work, think about it. Ask to go into the Roth 401. Okay. Some of you will have options. Okay. I'm going to put some of it in Roth and some of it in just your regular 401k. Okay. Don't wait until it's too late for you to think about taxes. Yeah. Okay. Sandy, what? Yes, you've got to be proactive about your retirement. Indeed, you do. Sandy is a reliable, accessible person to ask for life insurance help. Oh, well, I'm glad I could help you, Sandy. And our community. So for those of you who know me, who really, really know me, who personally know that I am very passionate about helping our community. Now, you don't have to be Vietnamese. They just hold a special place in my heart. This is what I know about Vietnamese. Okay. Many of them, like my family, came here with nothing. My parents sacrificed a lot. They worked hard and they saved their money. Okay. To give us a better life. Okay. But we weren't educated about investing. We weren't educated about the tax ramifications of a tax deferred account. Everyone blindly puts their money in a 401k without doing anything else. And for most of you watching right now, if all you're doing is a 401k for retirement, probably not enough. No one knows how to figure in inflation and taxes. So if you're sitting there right now, and let's say you've got 800,000 in your IRA, your 401k, do you think that's enough? Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. It's shocking when you actually sit down and do the math. By the way, it's just math. Just math. Okie dokie. Đức. Thank you, Đức. Đức là ở Việt Nam nè. Đức là rất là dễ thương. Đức, his story and I go back many, many years. And sometime, again, I'll tell that story, but I'm always so happy to see him. Yes. What else do we have here? 8,000. Sandy, I don't know what you're talking about. So when I'm talking about $8,000 into a Roth, that is the maximum you can put into a Roth if you're age 50 or above. Okay. So Sandy says, I have Roth for emergency funds. Is it a good option? Well, no, because emergency funds really should be cash. And if I remember correctly, you are younger than me. So I don't recall what you have in your Roth. You should really have money that's easily accessible. Like if you your transmission goes out in your car and you need it because without it you can't work. Like how do you take it out of your Roth? What is your Roth invested in right now? How quickly could you get that money when you need it fast? Okay. Yes, Vic, I did talk about the Roth 401k. I did talk about that. And by the way, that's something new people are doing now. I'm helping many, many, many people who did not have that option. I help a lot of people who think once they hit 59 and a half, they won't have to pay taxes. I don't know where they got that information. It is wrong. Nên please, quý vị nhớ như vậy. Mình bỏ tiền vào cái 401k hoặc là cái IRA. Mình đang trừ thuế hoặc là nó lấy thẳng từ cái paycheck của mình không trả thuế bây giờ. Someone must pay the tax. It's either going to be you or your beneficiaries. And it's either pay now or pay later, but you must pay. No way you can avoid it. No way you can avoid it. By the way, this brings up, these two things are very different. Okay? These things are very different. I'm going to put it up on the screen. Okay, I'm going to put it up on the screen so that you can read this. I should do a video on this. Okay. Tax evading and tax avoidance. Does anyone know what the difference is? Okay, mình tránh thuế đó. Does anyone know what the difference of these two terms? Tax evading is illegal. You will go to prison. Tax avoidance is legal, is smart. Okay, can save you money. Okay. Yes, Vic, I know that many companies offer both 401k and Roth 401k now. Okay. The law was passed so that that happened in 2024, this year. Okay. So we're not talking to people who are 20 years old. We're talking to people who either are already retired or retiring in the next few years or even retiring the next 10 years. They need to do something now. But back to this. Tax evading and tax avoidance. People always ask me, làm sao mình không cứ đóng thuế đó được không? That would be tax evasion. Okay? Tax evading is illegal. But tax avoidance is legal. It is legal. It is smart. It is what you need to do. Okay. You've heard me talk about this before. How come rich people don't pay much in taxes and people hate them for it? Okay. Don't hate. It's not their fault. It's probably your fault because you don't know what you're doing. Okay. Now, if you are making if you're a W-2 employee, excuse me, not much you can do. Not much you can do. Okay. Not much you can do after the fact. Not much you can do after the fact. But if you know what you're doing, you can. Oh, Sandy wants to know tax avoidance. Tax avoidance is knowing how to not have to pay the taxes. Okay. Tax evading is not paying taxes that you must pay. Tax avoidance is taking actions so that you don't have to pay that tax. For example, tax credits and tax deductions. Okay. I've done, especially if you are a 1099. Okay. You're a business owner, S Corp, So people who are not W-2 employees have a lot of options and many don't even know about it. Okay. So for our friends who own nail salons, hair salons, your own office, whatever it is you're doing, if you're a business owner, there are so many things that you could be doing to avoid tax, not evade, avoid. Okay. I've done videos on hiring your children. I've done videos on, wait, did I do a video on the Augusta rule? I don't remember. Okay. Nè, mình mướn nhà cho mình nè, mình mướn cái nhà. Mình mướn nhà của mình. Như vậy là mình được cái income mình trừ thuế. There's so many things that you can do. Okay? You have to know how to trừ thuế. Nếu, if your accountant is only like, come on, if they're only doing what TurboTax, by the way, I'm not endorsing them, but so many of that, come on, All they're doing is they're if your person is just filling out a 1040, for you, it's the form to pay. That's what it's for. It's to pay taxes. Còn you people when people complain, "How come rich people don't pay taxes like I do?" I understand. I don't like it either, but this is what happens. They have enough money that they're paying a tax attorney, they're paying a tax strategist, they're paying a very good CPA, they're paying all of these people. They have a team of people helping them navigate the tax code to know how can they legally avoid taxes. Okay? So that's the difference. And so as you are planning your retirement, everyone should be doing it. Everyone watching right now. Oh, I don't know about the people in Vietnam, but you have to be planning it right now. And if you haven't, do it now. But if you go to someone and all they can do for you is one thing, you know what we call that? Kian, what do we call that? What do we call it when you only got one thing? You only got one solution, baby. What do we call it? Huh? We call it being a hammer. Being a hammer. And it goes back to what my husband says all the time. And he says, when you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Khi mà mình cái búa, mình nhìn cái gì nó là cũng là đinh không à. Right? Okay. So you should be seeking help from someone who can do more than one thing for you. If you want more unbiased information, if you really want service that's going to be for the best for your situation, you need to find someone who can provide it all for you, or at least be able to point you in the right direction. Còn như nếu chẳng hạn như vậy nè, okay? Cái này mình ghét lắm nè, cái này nghe hoài nè. I hate this. Insurance agents who badmouth the stock market. First of all, I'm going to tell you right now, they don't know much about the stock market. They do not know much about the stock market. But this is what they do know. They do know that they can't help you with it. Right? Their business, they don't have the correct licenses to help you with it. So they're going to badmouth what they can't do for you. I can't stand that. And then there are financial advisors who would rather invest your money in the market and think that you don't need insurance. So what do? They badmouth insurance. I can't stand that either. So go to someone who says, oh, well, you need that. I can help you with that. We can help you with this and this and this. This is what we think you need. This is the plan we think is going to be best for you. Okay. And if their plan is just one thing, either you've got all the other stuff in place already, or that's all they can help you with. Nên cái đó là mình phải là coi lại cho kỹ nha. Don't go to a hammer. Make sure they got a lot of tools to help you. So, and that's where we're different. We my agents, I tell them this, okay? Just because you can't help them with the stock market, the stock trades and stuff, doesn't mean you should be bad-mouthing it because you don't know what you're talking about. And like we're able to help you with that. Like we can help you with it. You want to be in the stock market? Okay. Want treasury bills, bonds, stocks, mutual funds, right? Treasury ladders, that's where it gets exciting. Life insurance, whole, term, annuities. You want to pay fees? You want to pay no fees? You want to take no risk? Moderate risk? How about if we do something that's moderately conservative? Right? Someone who actually knows what that means can show it to you and help you with it. Like then can actually do it for you. Okay? That's why it's very, very important quý vị ơi, là mình phải dĩ nhiên là mình phải tin tưởng cái người giúp mình rồi. Nhưng mà quý vị nhìn lại coi, ủa, nếu mình cần cái này á, họ giúp mình được hông? Tại sao họ cứ là I don't want people just drive you over to one direction because that's all they can do, okay? So, no, 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 no. By the way, mình hơi khó tính ở chỗ so was it last week? Maybe 2 weeks ago. No, I think it was last week. I had someone and all I said was, "You know what? I'm not gonna do this for you. I just feel that you don't understand." And they oh, I got something else to tell you. Cái này vui nè. I talked to a person last week, and we were talking about a no-fee annuity. And she wanted to know, she said, you know, "Well, how much do I pay you?" I said, "You don't pay me anything." I said, "The company's gonna pay me. The money that you put in, that's it. You're never gonna go backwards, and they're gonna invest your money. You're not paying any fees for this." Not một đồng phí luôn nha. And they said, "But why?" And I said, "That's just the way it is." And they said, "But why?" They wanna know tại sao mà Lina không có lấy một cái phần trăm gì trong đó. Why am I not charging her a percent of her money? I said, "It doesn't work that way. Not for me. It just that's not how I do it." And she kept on like and finally I just said, "You know what? Stop." I said, "I'm not even gonna do this for you." Lần đầu tiên luôn á, chưa bao giờ I said thường thường á, khách hàng mà nghe là "Okay, they don't have to pay any fee." Oh, they're so happy. Done. Còn đây she just keep on sometimes you don't know what you don't know. Nhưng mà just because you don't know it, just because you never heard of it, doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Just because no one has helped you see it, no one's explained it to you, doesn't mean that it's a scam. Right? Hello, Allison Lee from Virginia. Virginia. So there you go. Ủa? Lina rất nguyên tắc. I don't even know what nguyên tắc means. Nguyên tắc. Nguyên tắc là sao? Does anyone know how to say that in English? Nguyên tắc là gì? Okay. So anyway, I hope you found this information useful. Okay? Discipline. Discipline, nguyên tắc là discipline à? Lina rất nguyên tắc. I'm very disciplined hay là sao? I'm very disciplined là Yeah. So this is why my husband and I work so well together. And it's probably why we're together when I met him. And, you know, especially when you're older, especially when you're on your second marriage, the stuff that young people, oh, you met and they were just so handsome, you fell in love. No, 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 no. It's, are they a good partner? Do they have the same values as you do? Like, are you headed in the same direction? Did you come from the same place? And of course, we didn't come from the same place as far as, he's white. But how he grew up with his family, his family values, his moral values, his business ethic, that was all very, very important to me. And when I first met him and we were talking about business and stuff, he has this thing where it's a filter. And we have a mission, and then there's this filter. And all the decisions we make, the things that we do, must be put through this filter. And if it doesn't fulfill, okay, if it doesn't fulfill our mission, if we ask, does it fulfill our mission? And if it doesn't, we don't do it. We don't do it. I don't care if you're going to pay me $5 million. We don't do it because it's not right. Oh, someone's watching us from Pennsylvania, where it's almost 10 o'clock. Hello. Oh, principal. Uh, oh, see, principles, nguyên tắc, principles. Okay. See, it's very different. Sometimes một chữ mà mình translate nó ra nhiều. And then tùy theo cái cách mà mình use nữa, phải không? Oh, okay. So I will leave you with this, and I train my team, and I say the same thing that I'm not working because I need to earn a check. I'm not working because I need to put food on my table. I'm good. I retired nearly 6 years ago. I did well. I was lucky. Everything I do in my life, I feel like I'm very, very fortunate. Okay, mình rất là hên nha. Cái gì cũng vậy đó. Là cái gì mà mình attempt to do it, nó thành. Cái gì mình, I've been so lucky. Nhưng mà trong cái đó is because I also know that what my mom and dad taught me just in life, I apply that to business, and guess what? It's the same. Bởi vậy, má của Lina khi nào cũng nói là trời cao có mắt. Mình làm cái gì cũng vậy. Okay? Làm cái gì cũng vậy. So, in life and in business, and I think even especially in business, cái công việc mình làm mình phải là có lương tâm. Okay? Yeah. So, if we put it through the filter, and if it doesn't do what we say that we want to do, our intentions, our mission, then we don't do it. We don't do it. Oh, are annuities good investment? Oh, tùy nha. Tùy. Depending on your situation. Hold on. Here we go. So we're talking about this again. Maybe I should do another video on it. So annuities can be very good depending on your time horizon for investing. I mean, for retiring. If you've got other stuff, you put all your money into annuity? No. Some annuities are just bad. Okay, right now I'm helping a client who his annuity is a 15-year surrender. He's made like practically no money in all of this time. Fees are very, very cao. Okay, so depending on your situation, like right now, actually every single annuity that I have helped someone with has been no fees, and it's just growth. They're just going to grow it. Trong đó mình tính luôn cái RMD mỗi khi mà chính phủ bắt mình phải lấy ra nè. Okay? So, but you should contact us and we can show you some. So depending on what you need, maybe you need guaranteed lifetime income. Okay? Đó là khác nữa. Hoặc là maybe you are so maybe old, or maybe have health issues and you can't get life insurance. There are certain annuities that you can use for long-term care. Okay. Oh, Alyssa says, you said we should have a financial advisor to manage our money. How much money do we need to have to get a financial advisor? Well, it's a very good question. Different people, different advisors have different minimums. Okay. And okay, the music's going to start again. We're just going to keep on talking about this because this is also very important. Wherever you're investing, just make sure you keep an eye on it. Tại vì nếu mà cái chỗ mình để cái tiền của mình á, mà nó có cái fund, cái product của nó, guess what? They're going to put you in those funds. Now, I'm not saying the funds are bad. I'm just saying they may not be the best for you. Nên nếu mình đi một chỗ khác mà cái chỗ đó không có product riêng của nó chỉ là just gonna invest. They buy what they think is great. They're not buying because it's their own company's product. That's what you want. So, Alyssa, you can email me. But like my husband works with me and he helps, like even though it doesn't meet the regular minimum that he has for his business, but he can't even open up an account unless it's $250,000 or more. Okay, so the minimum would be $250,000. And that could be an IRA, a 401k, money in your bank, CD, whatever it is that you have. or something close to it. Okay. But so thank you for asking that. So, okay, there you go. We could keep on talking, but we'll save it for another day. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Okay, hold on. Let's play some old school. Here we go. Old school. Oh, yeah, old school. Give it a thumbs up if you haven't yet. Like, why? Why haven't you subscribed? Hello. And hopefully I'll see you Thursday. Not sure. Hopefully I'll see you Thursday. And if I do, I've got a great lesson. And I'm taking it from my presentation in Vegas a couple of weeks ago. It's about success and how you get there, but it's got some really fun facts that I think that you'll really enjoy. Okay? Okay. Thank you, Kian. Thanks, everyone. Please give me a thumbs up. We'll see you next time. And again, if you need help, if you need help, there you go. There's my email, my phone number. I'm married, so if you're a male and you think sending me a picture of you in your flashy car, it's not going to work. Not going to work. But if you need help, I can help you. Okay, everyone. Mwah. Bye. We'll see you next time. And have a great rest of your Sunday and good